So you think your house is haunted? Let's get real. I was a paranormal investigator for 10 years, and I created the fucking guide to the paranormal. All right, calm down, you gullible weirdos. Let's talk about the paranormal. It's a fancy word for all the bumps in the night, spooky feelings, and outright bullshit that science hasn't bothered to explain. Mostly because it's busy with, shit that is actually, well, real. So, what the hell is paranormal anyway? Basically, paranormal is the new catch-all term for shit we can't explain with our current rulebook for the universe. Think of it as the universe's spam folder. It's probably just matrix glitches, fortune teller scams, and our own brains fucking with us, trying to establish patterns and chaos, or simply making ridiculous shit up. Like a fake country music album from Beyonce. Know what's really paranormal? Some asshole is actually convinced there's a Nigerian prince who really does want to give him $1 million. Here's the paranormal breakdown for the mouth breathers. Unexplained phenomena. If a scientist can't immediately tell you why your keys ended up in the fridge, it's not a ghost. It's because you were stoned or sleep deprived. Supernatural or magical elements. This is the fun stuff. Ghosts, spirits, psychic powers. It's the Dungeons and Dragons campaign of reality, except the dice are loaded and the dungeon master is just a drafty window. Subjective experiences. I just felt a presence. Cool story, bro. My uncle felt like he could fly after 6 beers, but he still couldn't clear the garden fence. Your feelings are not evidence. Pseudoscientific explanations. This is where people use science-y sounding words to explain their nonsense. I'm detecting a high concentration of ectoplasmic energy with my Ghostometer 5000. You fucking donut. You're holding a stud finder you found at Home Depot. Don't get lost in the Mount Rushmore of paranormal bullshit. We don't normally do this, but I've called in an expert in paranormal for this show. Skirts and germs, please welcome the one, the only, the legend, Bigfoot.
That's Sasquatch, thank you. Of course.
Yeah, tomato, whatever. I figured rather than me rattling this bullshit off personally, maybe you could, explain the headliners in this circus of the absurd.
Of course. First, there are ghosts and apparitions. The spirits of the dead who apparently have nothing better to do than knock shit off your shelves and whisper your name. Seriously? You get to defy death itself, and you spend your eternity being a minor inconvenience? Fucking aim higher. Extrasensory perception, ESP, telepathy, seeing the future, that sort of shit. If anyone actually had these powers, they'd be quietly killing it in the stock market or winning every goddamn lottery and not charging you $50 for a vague reading about a tall, dark, handsome, and very wealthy man in your future. Psychokinesis, or PK. This is moving shit with your mind. It's impressive what my cousin Chewie can do in Star Wars, but in reality, the most you'll ever move with your mind is basically your own ass, and only to the fridge to get another beer. Cryptozoology. Well, that's where I come in. And the Loch Ness Monster, Chupacabra, that sort of bullshit. Funny how we live in an age where everyone has a 4K camera in their pocket. Yet every photo of us looks like it was taken with a potato during an earthquake. Convenient, isn't it? UFOs. Okay, let's be real for a second. The universe is fucking enormous. It's almost a no-brainer that there's other life out there. But do you really think a civilization capable of bending space-time and traversing galaxies would slap a bunch of flashy Vegas-style police lights on their spaceship and then crash it in a New Mexico desert? Get the fuck out of here. Their tech would be so far beyond our comprehension. We're talking invisible and silent, and they probably do not give a single shit about mutilating some farmer's goddamn cows.
So what's the real explanation of paranormal?
Look. Could there be weird, unexplained shit out there? Maybe. I mean, look at me. But before you jump to thinking I am just another demonic entity, consider these more likely culprits. You're misinterpreting things. That disembodied voice was probably your neighbor's TV. The shadow person was your coat on a chair. Your brain is a lying asshole. Our brains are pattern recognition machines that are desperate to make sense of things. They will fill in gaps, create faces out of wood grain, and make you feel watched when you're alone. It's a feature, not a bug, until you start thinking a ghost is watching you poop. Hoaxes. Some people are just dicks who like to fuck with other people. Actual boring science. Old houses creak. Air pressure changes can slam doors. Infrasound can make you feel anxious or see things in the corner of your eye.
So, next time you think you've had a paranormal experience, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what's the most logical, boring, and soul-crushingly mundane explanation for this?
You're absolutely right, because that's probably the right one. Now stop being a fucking baby and go turn the lights off.
Oh, hell no. But, while you're here, Biggie, mind if I call you Biggie?
You'd look good with a claw-marked scar on your face. It might add character.
So, a little background. We sent our team to a forest in the Pacific Northwest with a Zagnut candy bar. Next morning, Bigfoot and the crew were having coffee. Being otherworldly himself, Bigfoot talks a lot of shit. But he actually does have extensive experience in all things paranormal, including ghosts, spirits, witchcraft, voodoo, and extraterrestrials.
What even is this show? It's like The View hosted by a homeless bro in a bag.
I was hoping we could ask you a few questions before you go.
Will there be Zagnuts?
Of course. Besides Zagnuts, what's your favorite snack? Trail mix or campers who don't clean up after themselves?
Huckleberries. Fresh salmon straight from the river. Sometimes a nice juicy grub. As for your trail mix, you mean those little pebbles you leave scattered on the ground? No thanks. And the only thing I like about messy campers is that their trash attracts the raccoons, which are fun to watch. Clean up your damn mess.
Do you have a favorite cryptid to hang out with? Like, is Mothman your homie or what?
Mothman's all right, I guess. A bit of an anxiety case. Always fluttering about. The bridge. We catch up now and then. He sees things from up high. I see things from down low. It's a good partnership. My Alaskan cousins, the Tornit, are more my speed, though. They know how to party.
How do you feel about the Loch Ness Monster getting all the headlines? Bit unfair, am I right?
Let Nessie have her murky water and blurry photos. It's fucking easy to hide in a lake. Try staying hidden for 2 centuries with thousands of people tromping through your living room every year. I'm the undisputed world champion of hide and seek. Bitch is playing on noob mode.
Those footprints, though. Do you leave footprints on purpose, or are you just really bad at sneaking around?
You find the prints I let you find. A little reminder that you're just a visitor here. Sometimes I'll leave a perfect one in the mud just to watch you people lose your damn minds. The other 99.9% of my steps you'll never hear or see. Trust me, I have a particular set of skills.
So, the pictures. What's your reaction when someone spots you? Freeze like a deer? Or full-on ninja vanish?
Come on, bro. You think anyone is good enough to spot me? You might see a shadow, a flicker of movement you can't explain. I mean, look at me. I don't freeze. I don't run. I simply become the forest again.
Earlier, you mentioned your cousin, Chewbacca. Do you ever get mistaken for Chewbacca at Comic-Cons?
Who? I don't know this Chewbacca. Sounds like something you'd call a sick bear. And I stay away from crowds. Too much noise, not enough trees. If he's tall and hairy, tell him to keep to his own territory. This forest ain't big enough for 2 of us, especially if it's that loud.
Have you ever considered hiring an agent? You could make a fortune in shampoo commercials.
My agent is the wind that carries my scent away, and the ancient trees that hide my path. What's a fortune? A mountain of shiny rocks, a pile of green paper. My fortune is this forest, the quiet solitude, the freedom. You can keep your stupid shampoo. This is all the volume and body I'll ever need.
If you had a LinkedIn profile, what would your top skill be? Camouflage?
A. Linked what? Is that like a chain of ivy? Look, camouflage is for amateurs. My top skills would be silent transversal, mycolinguistics, that's speaking with mushrooms, they know everything, and interspecies diplomacy. Keeping the peace between a grumpy grizzly and a territorial cougar takes real talent.
Do you binge watch TV shows through hikers' tents or scare campers for fun?
TBH, the best show is The Night Sky, and it's free. My binge watching is observing a spider build its web over 3 days, or watching the salmon run. The stuff you watch on your little glowing squares looks exhausting. And no, I don't peek in your fucking tents. You're not that interesting.
Thanks to Bigfoot for stopping by and being such a good sport. You certainly cleared up quite a few things for us.
Don't mention it. Hey, before I forget, I didn't realize you had a toilet. I might have left you a present in the green room. You got any of those metal pinching things? Tweezers. I've got a tick the size of a gerbil latched on right in the middle of my back where I can't reach, and I swear it's mocking me. Been trying to scrape it off with a tree branch for 2 days. The indignity is overwhelming.